MJ Gama now going to be going up against Chontekaz to kind of get us through before our break. Again, MJ Gama, another fan favorite. I feel like that's a name that's been pretty much put in high regard for previous iterations of Street Fighter as well. Still sticking with the Cammy, and also just a dominant powerhouse with this character. Has made it into the finals, has made it into multiple top 8 scenarios for the Latin America region, going up against Chontekaz using the Abigail. And this is what I wanted to see. I want to know exactly what this Abigail is going to bring to the table against someone like Gama. Speaking of, we do have Gama's quote ready for you all to see what he had to say going into top 16. Chontekaz is a great player, and he beat me the last time we played, but not this time. This one is for real. I will make him post some salty stuff on Twitter after I beat him.
Very nice. Very nice.
That is quite a declaration to make. I don't know who was actually more upset about the match.
Yeah, in the Mexican World Warrior events back in July of this year, Chontekaz actually won 3-2 in the top 8 for that event versus Gama. So a close one, but nevertheless, there is some history there. And twice in 2022, including in Torneo Street Fighter V Mexico, $5,000.
Sheesh.
Chontekaz also took that W in the top 8. So the last couple times, in fact, he has had success. You know, we were talking earlier, when was the last time that you saw an Abigail in winner's side of a CPT? And I think it might have been the last time that we watched Central America West. It's just such a rarity to see that character in big events like this. I don't think anybody would tell you that it's a bad character, which is, I think, a funky thing here. Nevertheless, it's rare. And I think part of that is just the archetype. Not everybody loves that kind of character. But one person who does is Chontekaz, who says his fact about him is, I love the big body brawler grappler archetype. Yeah. So I may have a rooting interest here. I'll try not to, but we'll see.
You know, I think we're pretty much in tune with our players. You're more of a Chontekaz guy because of Abigail. I'm more of a Gama fan because I also play Cammy.
That's right.
I get it. I totally understand. But putting it down to paper, most of the time, historically, I feel like Cammy can beat up some of the grapplers, some of the brawler archetypes, but there's something unique about Abigail.
Yeah.
I think he still covers some of those bad matchups pretty well, considering the range of normals that he has, being able to cover both ground and air approaches pretty consistently, I think. So
totally agree.
We'll see how that plays out, especially with V-Skill 1 as well. Not a bad deal.
Totally, yeah. I think if you're on point with your anti-airs, you got to be fast because she does jump quickly. But if you are, that's really hard for her to move forward. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're fast, it's really hard for her to get in. And then you got this big plus on block stand medium that you can link out of. Oh, everything's going for Chontekaz's side.
Don't get command grabbed. I told you not to get command grabbed.
You told him.
He had how many frames?
You told him.
I need to call Smug right now and ask how many frames he had to sit down.
It really couldn't have gone any better for Chontekaz. Exactly what he wants to have happen is happening. He's able to keep Gama at range. Okay, not quite in time there. But after grab, you're going to be away, back to your exact range where you want to be as Abigail.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all, right? Forcing MJ Gama to kind of spend the cash early to get that opening. But this is where it's a bad spot for not even just Abigail, but for the entire roster. Look at MJ Gama putting in that work, forward throw now. Just one more sequence to possibly get a stun, but it has to be off of a normal. And this is where Chontekaz gets to reduce that stun, unblockable, not a lot of damage, but the goal was reduce the stun, get out of the corner.
Yeah. Oh! Not quite there on the block. Could have been punished big time. And Gama is not going to give an easy chance for Chontekaz to punish something, to counter something. Gama has not pressed the button in 10 seconds as he's moving into the corner. Okay!
That's not bad. Gets the knockdown. What's happening afterwards? That's plus forever, by the way, that standing medium punch. You had to do reversal that? I get it.
Yeah. It's not enough. Oh, wake up! He's got super! He is going to bring it out. And he doesn't get immediate command grab on here, but he can pester with normals. If she lives, okay.
She's gonna live. Dash up. Watch that low.
Oh, block is there, but not punished. And then Gaba came right back in.
That's kind of like the obvious one. Like you want to use that low to check the movement, but the overhead being still within range, that was an excellent block from Gama.
Yeah. Key. So very hard fought game. Gama in.
Oh my god! That's what I love to see also, the different approach angles that Cammy can take. If you throw out a button a little earlier on some of the larger characters, you can't stuff out the normals they use to anti-air. Very smart choice from Gama.
If you're going to do jump instant strong, genius whiff punish. Jump instant strong is super hard for Abigail to deal with because it really hits him in the face. You just don't have much time as the player to deal with that. Ooh. Blocks this time. Last time he had tried to challenge. Chontekaz just taking the grab.
Imagine trying to jump and the flicker just comes out of nowhere, just halting you right in front of Abigail's face. Pretty intimidating if you ask me, but MJ Gama, even more intimidating, has the trigger on deck.
Nope. Activation, he tried it again. Chontekaz, yes.
The universal, excellent choice. You know, I'm willing to get rid of that as well. MJ Gama making the right choice here.
And he's got super, which is going to be very useful for whiff punishing, very useful for preventing Chontekaz from easily charging.
Oh my god! Watch out!
Super's almost your next hit for Chontekaz.
If he doesn't know unblockable,
oh, the hit confirm comes!
It doesn't even matter. You're hella dead, right?
That big boy? That big baby?
Oh,
he lives dash in the mix.
Okay, you were in kill position.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it that way, right? Granted, that was a crouching heavy punch, still linking into, or excuse me, canceling off of into that whole critical arc. I thought he was gonna die.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I forget how much health this guy has
He's
because of the fact that we haven't seen him as often, right?
Yeah. Yeah, big character. Yeah, I feel you really saw a lot of what both players want to be doing. Obviously, round one was everything that Chontekaz wanted.
Oh, yeah.
But then after that, Gama really settled it down a lot. His air approaches were mixed up very well. He whiff punished well.
You saw the attempt for the crouching parry. Not going to be enough. MJ Gama, oh boy, trying to take to this guy. Chontekaz has done a very good job of keeping Cammy grounded, I will say.
Yeah.
The only time he's gotten caught was maybe EX spiral, or sorry, EX dive kick a couple of times.
So now with her trigger ready, he can't whiff something and expect to get away.
Oh, except that maybe.
Quite a hit confirmable button for him, crouching medium.
Oh, we talked about that being one of the tools against anti-airs.
Out of here.
Or against air approaches, I should say.
Oh boy. Prioritizing the escape early, crouching fierce.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so active. Do it again! Oh, word. Oh. Did we see... I think I might have blinked, but in that instance, MJ Gama had gone for another early normal to stuff out the anti-air approach, right?
Exactly.
Chontekaz took the alternative route. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna chill for a little bit. I have the life lead. I don't want to take any risks if I get clipped. Very smart.
Didn't take any risks there defensively either, as he just took the grab. And again, the grab kind of resets to the situation where he oftentimes does feel comfortable. No risk there. Empty jump low. Hey.
What a confirm. There's a lot of time off of that crouching light kick.
Oh!
And it still goes the other way. Don't get grabbed. Yeah, MJ Gama actually took a step back in preparation for a possible command grab. But not too bad here. That could have been a big whiff punish.
Yes. It is out there for a little while. Yes, again! And he's fully into the corner now. There has not been a wake-up DP. It hasn't come yet. And he knows Chontekaz pressuring. Oh, empty jump! What a mix! Chontekaz evens it up one game apiece.
It's so difficult. Like, holding on to your meter, being in that corner, you see a jump in that's not really a safe jump, and you opt to just sit there because of the fear that's been instilled already. You're literally like one touch away. You could mistime it, you could get snuffed out, but that was a perfect time to put on the mix. Chontekaz getting 2 command grabs in a row, the second one in a very unorthodox style, empty jump into command grab. You know this. You know the fear is definitely instilled in Gama.
Yeah, and that jump instant roundhouse for Abigail is almost dive kick-like. I mean, it really comes out quickly. It's like a short hop almost in some games. And so if you are expecting to have to block that, he's on the ground before you're like ready to anti-air. You have to really be on the ball to be looking for that. And that came rarely, right? Like there hasn't been that many jump forwards for Chontekaz. So I understand expecting that like that kind of thing might come in that moment, but just great read on Chontekaz's side. You take a look back at the players here. I believe it's that Gama has gone back to the lobby, not expecting a character switch here. But look, as we mentioned before, this is somebody who comes into this as absolutely one of the favorites. You know, we talked about Kusanagi earlier, but MJ Gama got first place in the first Central America West, so we didn't even get a chance to see how he would have done in the second one. He's a great player and certainly one to look at. So for him to be facing this specific player who has actually beaten him the last 2 times that they've played is maybe a rough draw, and he does maybe need to take some time to think about it.
There's a lot of approaches that he wants to use as Cammy. A lot of it getting stuffed out. He hasn't really figured out the ground game to the full extent, but it's difficult to when Abigail just occupies so much of that space with a good amount of normals, right? Standing medium punch, crouching medium kick as well. I think you'd have to try to play either like a counter poke game or maybe like a whiff punish game. You'd have to mix between the two and keep it ambiguous because Chontekaz also want to adapt to the scenario. Now he's being the aggressor. I like that dasher from Gama.
Yes.
Didn't get checked, but now it's going to be on Chontekaz's radar.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, if Gama can really make dash forward happen as well as jump, that could be a huge addition to his game. Or max range, that could be useful too. Sure, sure.
No conversion. He did get the frame trap off of the stand medium punch kind of starter, right? I would like to see that converted a little bit more. Gama, again, he has to make the stray hits count.
He walks in, walks right back out. For Chontekaz, again, oh, jeez,
You just
early. Now it's on Chontekaz again to walk down. But he's been comfortable doing that.
And that's what I like to see. A lot more mileage coming in from the standing medium kick. Word, that was just an overlap of inputs.
I mean, yeah, I think so, yeah. Could be the greatest read of all time. But Gama is going to land, having called out exactly that there would be sweep activate. Blew it up, match point.
So far, good stuff from Gama. Word, the one option that hasn't been flexed at all gets countered.
Yeah.
The hooligan
nice work.
is,
these guys know each other well. You can tell that.
It was kind of nuts.
Gama from Mexico City, Chontekaz from Mexicali.
Oh boy.
Well, that was not the max range. Oh, she's going to pay big time. Half of her life taken off. No exaggeration on that.
What happens? Oh, the weight.
Oh! All the way to the
Running
corner.
back.
Can she get there in time? Not quite. Look at Gama trying to take his turn big time.
You see these dashes? A lot more fear from the side of Chontekaz. Now, Gama with a reset. The stun is going to happen onto the other side, but it's going to be fine now. He may not have the critical art. He might build it enough, or he might kill on the way over. This is going to be so awkward.
Chontekaz has got to hold on to that trigger. Yes, he does. She's going, no.
You're dead.
Is that enough?
Absolutely.
No. Other side, she's ready for back strong still more.
Oh my
Chontekaz.
lord. How many steps did Gama take forward to try to check Chontekaz? Chontekaz immediately wigging up crouching light kick. I was in fear of Gama's lifeline. Chontekaz could have had a setup for maybe like another unblockable if Gama wasn't ready for it. That's why I was so nervous. I'm like, yo, this guy's dead. When we see the unblockable setup, it's like, this guy is actually dead.
Gama has really been able to... Oh, yeah? Let's go. Gama's showing some interesting tools. With punish here, no. Okay. Chontekaz is going to get corner pressure. Worried about DP. These V-Revs have not been punished. They've all hit.
If he finds a way to maybe like V-skill that, it's going to be a game of damage. But it's not going to be the case here. Gama is instead the one dealing all the damage. Here we go. Critical art. We're going to see a double dash forward.
That is
Not
a
gonna be within
maximally
kill range
loaded
yet.
Abigail, though. Uh-oh. Don't get got. That's all.
Oh, that's a lot of space to give the man a comeback. We'll see if it plays out.
This is already within kill range under maximum scenario. So you're literally 2 hits away in practical situations from death. Gama's got to be worried. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Anti-air's going to work for sure. Chontekaz going to come in. No meat on the other side, but 2 red bars.
Can you get command grab? You can. The command grab's a death?
Off.
Oh boy.
What a tech! Calling out air approach.
It's so tough. It's so tough. He's got steam coming from his biceps.
Oh, what of all things? Dash, dash, grab. Chontekaz never saw it coming. He thought dash, dash, button maybe. Dash, dash, grab was not on the radar. Gama, what a big turn to steal. What bravery right there at the very end.
I think all the information that Gama needed came from that previous activation of V-Trigger where he started to dash up and be very aggressive against Chontekaz. Instead of giving him time to assess the situation, going forward was the best play, right? Not even giving him a chance to kind of counter poke or whatever. Just dashing up in his face was, I guess, the strategy. As you know, simple as that sounds, there's a lot of conditioning that goes into that prior.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a close one. That's our closest match so far. And what else to be expected, again, from a player who we're all looking at as one of the favorites in Gama, and Chontekaz, who, you know, has taken Gama out in the last couple times that they've played in significant tournaments.
And again, there's so many situations. Man, Chontekaz, again, it's been a pretty back and forth in terms of, ordeal in terms of the damage that's been done. We see it go down to pretty much the last round, but the conditioning overall from both sides is phenomenal.
Yeah, this moment here.
Word!
Oh,
I can't. That's so much pressure to put on somebody. Like, that could have killed Gama. That exact sequence of dashing up twice, that could have been like that second dash gets counter hit.